Good morning, New Life. My name is David Calicott, and here is my New Life story. I was born and raised in the church. Both of my parents went to church for as long as I can remember. I accepted Christ in my life when I was about 5, 6 years old, baptized around the same time, a couple months later. But whenever I was about 7, 8 years old, because I was born in Hannibal, Missouri, my dad got a job, and so he moved to Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. It's about central Illinois, so it was about 3.5 hours away. And I was a little bit of like an introverted kid, couldn't exactly just go out and make a lot of friends. Didn't help that I was homeschooled as well. So even though I love my homeschooling experience, it didn't help because you didn't get to go to public school and see your friends every day at class or go play sports all the time. So that was tough. And then about 8 years old, I was exposed to pornography, and that was pretty tough. So the whole time I was going to church, I was struggling with that on the inside as well. Not really feeling like I was belonging there. I kind of felt really alone in the church. Wasn't really talked about, mostly because it was just such a controversial thing to even bring up. So no sermons or anything. So I really felt like I was the only one who ever struggled with this. No one else, even had a problem with it. So I just felt really alone just sitting in church every day. So that made it really hard to listen and be more open to what God had to say. And I was fully content taking that secret to my grave. I actually made that promise to myself where I said I was never going to tell anyone. And then fast forward until I was about 14 or 15 years old. Through a couple of series of events, I had to tell my parents about my struggles with pornography, and that was a lot. That was a rough night, telling them, and they hadn't ever experienced anything like that before. Again, it was a super new, controversial thing. No one knew what to do about it. In the end, I'm very glad that I told. Um, I was content just keeping it to myself, not ever really talking about it, not really letting in the community that God had given me, and the friends that He'd given me along the way as well. I was just content pushing them to the side and keeping them at an arm's length. Come to find out, the people that God placed in your life, He placed for a reason, and the people that God had put in my life at that moment truly helped pull me out of that. So as I grew up and as I let more people into that part of my life, and just was more open with people, doing more Bible studies, it became more apparent that I had not, one, asked really for forgiveness and truly meant it, because I wasn't forgiving myself for what I had done. That took a lot to be able to forgive myself. Took months, years of trying to break down what Satan had built up, all the lies and everything, to ask to Christ to forgive me, even though I didn't truly forgive myself. Just working through that was difficult. It took about till college, until I was a lot more open, had more discipleship relationships with people who were mentoring me. I actually never really wanted to go to college. I wanted to be an electrician, completely forego all of it. I talked about wanting to own my own business, and so my parents had said, just go to the community college that we had in town, go there, get like a business certificate, then for 2 years, and then go on, move on, do whatever you want to do. So I ended up going there, and I'd been working out for a while, and one thing after another, I'm like, electricity is kind of boring. Kind of don't want to do this for the rest of my life. With the working out path, I thought about possibly physical therapy, and God kind of pushed me down the path with kind of dipping into personal training. Going from I don't want to go to college at all to now I'm in a graduate program is a big shift. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And going to college also led me to meeting my wife, Nicole. She and I met at Illinois State University through our campus ministry there. We met in 2020, so that was still kind of difficult to be able to meet and everything, but somehow God pulled through, regardless of me not catching any of the hints that she liked me at all. Nicole and I are part of the Kid City team and the welcoming team, but right now I just feel like in terms of what God is teaching me is still a little bit of that forgiveness, patience, because man, do I want the grad school to be done and over with and be a physical therapist by now. But patience is a big one. And then just faith, trust in Him. that's part of the learning process. Is that's going to take faith just to trust that this will all turn out for good.